So I had a plethora of threads, and I was like, Garby, which one do you fancy? Like, so we got this one, we got that one. We had one actually about communist wars, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was had some good points. It was mostly stupid, let's be serious. But like, Garby wanted this one. Tell me, what advantage does Magick hold over someone who has a gun? You can give anyone a gun, and they can be semi-competent with it. Magick takes a long time to learn how to use, or you have to sell you have to give something up in return. You know what I mean?
I have studied the Sparrow for 3,000 euro.
I'm a fucking child soldier with an AK-47. Bang.
Yeah, well, most child soldiers tend to not be overly effective, but I suppose, I don't know, have you ever seen that? Yeah, have you ever seen that movie? What was it called? The Lands. Oh man, it was such a movie. It had Idris Elba. Hold on, Idris Elba Warlord.
In my game, they're a tool of terror.
Beasts of No Nation. Mate, that was such a movie.
Beasts of No Nation.
Mate, you should actually go watch it. It was actually it's one of the best movies I think that's been made about child soldiers, and it's actually really...
It is a movie of all time.
No, it actually is really, really good. I genuinely really enjoyed it. And you know what? This is one, like, back on topic. Well, not back on topic. This is something that I've been bringing up time and time again. I really want to make an African warlord subclass, but everyone says, no, James, that'll get you into trouble. No, James, that's highly offensive. Well, I'm sorry, but I think it's the most interesting stuff coming out of Africa these days.
It's where you go, I know, it's why I did it.
No, look, let's be serious. Somali pilots are like, T-Bow's gonna screech at me.
Somali.
Yeah, but you can't tell me there isn't something really fascinating about them. You know what I mean? Like, the idea of these wee fucking fellas on like these wee dinky ass speedboats. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong.
A fucking dinghy.
Yeah, like, it's honestly, it's cool. It's cool. Okay, I don't even feel bad. It's cool. Do you want to actually lead the thread for a change, or are we just going to talk?
I suppose I'll give the posters their due.
We'll give it a go. Okay. Now let me screenshot as we go then.
Tell me the advantage does Magick hold against someone who has a fucking gun? Protection from mundane missiles. That's not... close, dude. Like that's why these people drive me fucking up a goddamn wall. Like it's just like arrows and bullshit. I very much doubt that a spell is going to stop a supersonic piece of lead hurtling towards your fucking face.
I don't know. It depends on the spell. Like, think of it like this. Like the
amount of the setting, if anything.
Depends on the setting. Yeah. Like, think of like Jin pulled it off very well. And like, again, I hate to be the person.
Doom's not magic. That's fucking
technology. I know, but like, I'm gonna pull out the bullshit excuse. Well, magic's just sounds that we don't understand. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You are cringe.
What?
Look at me. You are cringe now.
Yeah, exactly. Depends on the game. Yeah, kind of does. Not gonna. Honestly, it completely depends on the setting. Entirely. Like, is Magick there?
/ thread.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, you know what? That's it. Thread done. Are you guys gonna lead the thread?
Take that, nerds.
Yeah, honestly, I don't.
You have viewed your thread and found it gay. So I mean, let's say that there's in some setting.
I cast act.
Yeah, there. Like, is there a verbal component? Is there a wand? Like this, I fucking love his face.
Yeah,
I have like that guy's face was like basically the movie Falling Down.
Oh yes, yeah, Goodly is falling down. Yeah.
Like, I have had enough. Go on, shoot me. All right, fuck you then. Fucking caps his ass.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Man, I was shot.
You know what? As well, like, I thought. You know what? No, I'm not going to, because that leads on from
the fate that all liberals deserve.
No, it leads on too much from the video we just recorded. So it does about like people cracking, and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know when each video is going to be going up, because I'm going away on holiday, guys. So it might be like I might be talking about stuff that happened. Like
Turkmenistan, fucking nerd.
Mate, you're missing out. Honestly, I'm going to go to Carthage. Well, I hope I really want to go to Carthage, because I just want to go to Carthage. You know the
taste the soil.
You know the problem is, see the amount of people that like say to me, it's like, oh, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to Tunisia. It's like, oh, that's lovely. I was like, yeah, I really want to go to Carthage, and they just kind of look at me and they like, what's Carthage? And I'm like, I'm probably better off not getting into that. You know what I mean?
Is that some kind of cardigan?
Yeah, I'm probably better off not explaining. It's like, well, you know, they kind of were like the up and coming power. Like they were probably like the main Mediterranean power.
See
like, you know,
the look of terror as you turn. Like, time for a history lesson.
Yeah.
Like, I have an appointment to go to. I gotta leave. I gotta go.
Yeah, I just
Let me
say.
describe to you the Roman Empire.
God.
I've kind of came to the point where it's like, yeah, it's kind of like this city that the Romans like completely like decimated. It's really cool, but like I'm not going to bore you with the details, and that's
Are those Roman guys the guy who killed that Jesus fella? And I'm out. Fucking
yeah. You know what? It's funny. One of my favorite jokes that I've heard recently. I said this. So the artist for the Paper Minis, he's Italian. But so he's Italian, but he lives in Germany. And I said to him, my favorite joke ever is God's punishment to the Romans for killing Jesus was
he Italian?
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I started watching The Sopranos again not that long ago, and in like the first season, like I think it's like episode 3 or 4 or whatever, it's whenever they were having the problem with them, the Jews down the street that had the motel or whatever, and your guy turns around to him and goes like, what happened to the Romans? It's like, you looking at them, motherfucker. You know, I don't know, like back on point, magic guns back on point.
So let's say in the setting this, because you can't rule out physics from magic. So let's say in your setting you create
magic does break physics, so
in some ways. So my example is, say you have a magical shield, like my force field is above me. Good job, fighter. And a fighter pulls out a goddamn AK-47. Is that barrier going to stop the projectile, the force, the impact, the energy, the joules? I mean,
yeah, that's a good question.
Because I know for a fact that if you get shot in the chest and the plate, it still hurts like a fucking bitch. It's going to break your goddamn ribs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That, and also, let's be serious, most of the time in, like, role-playing games, when it comes to, like, the rules of line shields, generally, it's just a plus to your armor, like your AC or whatever, you know. Usually, not often does it completely negate, or is it going to be like a force field the same way in the Phantom Menace at the end of it? Is it like that sort of shield where it's, you know, is it something that is completely and utterly impenetrable, or is it something that you can still walk through within reason? You know what I mean?
So what I want us to do is I want us to create a way that's not super, like, I know I'm saying gay more and more now. I need to stop doing that, but make it where it's not as gay. Like, no, I got magic force field. No, good job. Like that dumb shit drives me fucking crazy. Like, no, because I got magical energy shield. Like, okay, bro, fuck you. Like, you have to have
what type of weapon
realism to it.
Okay, so what gun do you want to standardize this around then? I'm thinking
we will go with a 308 or 762 NATO and have a fucking FAL.
All right, so you want to go
powerful round, traveling a good speed.
So you want to go for like a modern battle rifle then, essentially, yeah?
Yes, sure.
All right, okay.
762 NATO.
You know, I'm still Legion. I haven't got thingy out yet. No class war, because I put you in, sure, in one of your thingy. Like it's in the director's cut. Yeah, and one of your special abilities is handing out 762, and adds, like, it doesn't matter what the gun is, it just adds a +2 damage. So it does.
It always works.
Yeah, just
I have a 9mm pistol. Put it in the magazine.
Yeah, I decided I wasn't going to bother with any of that sort of stuff. Like,
real hacking 762, you know?
Yeah, I put that in, so I did. But look, we'll get there with class work. You know, the problem is it's bottlenecked by everything. Okay, so what?
Art.
Yes, art. Please don't remind me. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, that.
What the fuck, Megan? You absolute spooky bitch. What the fuck are you doing?
You absolute you spooky bitch.
Megan came in. She's like,
you sneaking up on me?
Where did you get that? Sneaking. Where did you get that from?
You sneaky git.
How did you get it from Liverpool?
My dad.
Oh, did he get you? Did you go down to him?
Yeah.
So
did you drive half an hour to Liverpool?
No, Megan's not went away on holiday. Megan's just came back there from work and she came in with a fucking pink balaclava on. And she was like sitting like right beside me. How long were you there for?
Wear that on vacation.
Yeah, get a couple of months.
Okay, well, fair enough. Shoe femoid, get out.
Be gone, female.
Be gone. So what like so we're talking like present day sort of setting then.
Present day.
Present day, magic exists. Honestly,
Magic in the metaphysical magic exists. It is grounded in realism. It can't go full retard. You know, the unbalanced magic stuff makes me want to throw a chair because it takes the fun out of it.
are we talking like for instance, like maybe magic is kind of similar to say X-Men?
You know what? Sure, it's like X-Men. That's a good parallel draw for all the fucking dorks out there who are like, I need an example of a power. Let's call it like X-Men, where but instead of me in your body, you can cast spells that do the thing that X-Men do. Okay?
Yeah,
there's like a Juggernaut spell. There's a fucking we'll say that. Sure.
Yeah,
that's probably
it's probably one of the closest parallels that I think most people are familiar with that we could work with. You know what I mean?
Most fucking dorks understand.
So but why? Hold up, and why did not all the X-Men end up dead?
Look, bro.
I couldn't help
You know
myself.
what? We'll say it's like D&D magic without all the full retardation. How about that?
All right,
so it's like
okay.
D&D magic. You know, you
Okay.
can summon vines, you can summon barriers. Now, what a lot of games fail to do is they fail to explain the barrier to missile contact, and that depends on speed. What are you doing? Okay,
I'm getting off.
so
D&D
I know
magic
there's a
spells.
barrier spell in D&D 5e. You guys got it should be under barrier, or it should be a ward of some kind, or I don't know what level it'd be. But
Blade Ward. I'm on the cantrips. Is it not?
yes, this is not cantrip.
All right, look, let's go for 9th level. How many people in the world have access to 9th level spells? Realistically,
Biden.
he's not a necromancer or anything. He's just like he's just a summon. So he's not the actual lich.
He's a summon.
He's just a summon. Like, let's be serious.
I cast Bumbling Buffoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out in here and say it. I'm gonna assume people that can cast 9th level spells is probably maybe 10 people on Earth. Would you say? If you want
10 total, sure. Yeah, they're 10 powerful dudes
in the world
So basically, it's mutually assured destruction. Where if they cast their big magics, they know the regular guys are gonna fucking launch a nuke and fucking just destroy his ass. We'll say it that way.
well, they do have a wish though.
God, I hate D&D so fucking much. Fucking wish. My God, I forgot about that goddamn spell. Well, I wish the guy was dead. I guess campaign's over. Fuck it. Thanks.
All right,
Jeff.
you know what? Can we just this is going to be a video of us girding about magic spells, right? Yeah, let's. You know what? Can we just I want to do a tier list of all the spells.
You know what? We're here. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
We'll go through the spells and discuss how they work with guns. Fuck it. We'll be on top.
Acid Splash, it's alright. Guns better. Blade Ward, guns better. Boom and Blade, guns better. Chill and Touch, it's got some application. Guns still better.
Well, a lot of times, most games don't do healing correctly.
Yeah.
Because in my game, the body will birth out bolts and shit. A lot of the D&D games is simply, I heal the wound back.
Yeah.
The flesh, like in the Verrider game, flesh is traumatized. Where if the damage is too vicious, the flesh won't heal back properly. Like to say I heal is really boring. And it's what a lot of spells are. The lack of panache is really the fucking biggest weak point of D&D 5e.
Yeah, it really is. I think, they kind of have to be open-ended to a certain extent, though. You know what I mean?
There's so many fucking spells. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
a lot of them do the exact same thing with like a different flavor. Like, it's like fucking.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I haven't chilled it in ages. You guys need to go ahead, check out Dice and Demons. Go ahead, you can download it for free. Check out the magic system and that, and see what you think of it. Because we really have tried to make like the magic as like each spell as like interesting as we actually can. You know what I mean? I actually am really happy with how the magic have came out. Again, it's the quick start rule, so the magic is very limited in what you're actually getting. But like, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. You know what I mean? Where do you want to go? Okay, so what will be the equivalent of like fucking fireball?
So real quick, I want to talk about because people are gonna bring up shielding most of all. Because how do you stop bullet? You put up a shield.
Yeah.
So in your brain, before I go full retard autistic, in your brain, how would a simple shield spell work with a bullet hurling towards it at supersonic speeds?
So the way I would view the shield, Okay, so if we're going to look at the actual goals to it, what does it actually do? An invisible barrier of magic force appears and protects you until the start of your next turn. You grants you a +5 bonus to AC. So to me, that it's not like impenetrable. It's not, to me, 5 AC is not going to stop a bullet. It's just not. It's going to upgrade through it. Maybe it might not be as powerful. Definitely far. Look, you know what? It's going to be, you know what I'm going to say? At the very best, it's going to be the equivalent of being shot with like 22 long rifle, or you know what I mean? People say, oh, it's such a weak caliber, it's never going to do anything. Right, well then let me shoot you with it then. See how you feel, you know?
You know what? I agree. You can shoot me. So me and James.
Yeah.
Face each other.
Right.
You got 22. I got 9mm. I will happily tank your 22. No, same target. Both get shot in the thigh, outer thigh, no veins, only meat.
It's still not going to be.
Shoot me, but I get to shoot you first.
But that's the thing, though. You get what I'm going.
We'll see how well you tank that 9mm there, big boy.
I don't care though. It's still not like I don't like. You know what? This is a problem I've got with fucking Americans, where they're like, it's so useless. It's so useless. Don't do anything. It's like it doesn't matter. Like don't get me wrong. It's not ideal. It's probably not good for many things. It's probably only good for like killing vermin. Let's be serious. But do you really want to get shot with it? Probably not. No. You know what I mean? So what would you say? Would you say maybe the shield turns? Okay. Here's the thing that I was with my during the game. I was kind of mentally parsing what would happen. So shields, they're a magical barrier you can't see, or say you can see them. It's just a magical barrier. A bullet hits it, whack. What happens to the barrier? And I guess it's all depending on the setting and what kind of barrier it is. If the barrier shatters, then it's going to lose some joules. So you're European. Most bullets are measured in joules of energy, as in how much impact whack it hits the person with. Yeah. So let's say the first kind of shield, a shield that shatters. It's going to hit that shield like a clay plate in a level 4 vest or a composite armor. It's going to hit. It's going to lose joules as it goes through the barrier and then probably impact the target. And you have to parse out how much damage it reduces it by. Garbo, I'm so looking forward to the comment section on this one, because I got already see it's like you gotta fucking
actually Garbo, I'm a civilian. So the first kind of shield should simply reduce damage. Yeah. So this shield reduces the first contact of a missile by X many dice or a number. Like it ignores 12. So say a bullet hits you, wham, and it's going to do 36 damage, and you reduce it by 20, it's going to reduce the damage it hits you by. Yeah. And it's a shield that shatters. Let's say a shield that catches. So the bullet hits, boom, and this thing's going to fucking fold like soft armor or Kevlar. Well, if that's the case, it's going to reduce damage again, but as the bullet strikes you. Especially like I'm shooting, like I'm throwing a beanbag through a bed sheet.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
it's still going to whack you, but it's going to reduce the effect. The other kind of shield I've heard tossed around a bit is like a jello shield, or a shield that acts like ballistic gel, where it kind of just slows that bitch down much as it can before it hits you, or you kind of stack them up. Boom, boom, boom. And again, can you stack shields? Do shields take mana or mana if you're a fucking nerd? Do they take fucking blood? Do they take, money? Does it take, like, what does a shield comprise out of?
I think, you know what they're going to shade at us the most, and I think they're right about this, and this is the biggest thing, because the problem is we're 19 minutes in, and I already know the comment section is already filled with this, is utility. Guns are weapons of war and meant for killing and can do nothing else. With their extended magazines and their bump.
With the thing that goes up.
Yeah, well, like all that sort of stuff. But no, and again, I think that's really where Magick comes into play, is its utility.
Well, no. So the first barrier is just, people always go, I'll put a shield up. Well, okay, how good is your shield? The second thing is, how is your magic cast? Is it a verbal component? Is it a wand component? Is it a staff component? Is there a component? Is it simply just I point finger and it does things? Because then you have a war of who stays hidden, who gets sight on target first. Because if a rifle, there's no sight component, there's no verbal component. It's just you pull your finger back and boom, the gun goes off and splits that wizard's wig.
There's definitely a sight component. You know what I mean? Like you have to actually.
Well, still, you don't shout, "I cast gun," and then pull the trigger. It's simply click, and it does. You know, because depending on where you are, or what anime or game you're playing, or system, or what else have you, there's always because think of like Harry Potter. There's a wand. Right. You need a wand to cast a spell, and you can usually cast if you're skilled enough without a verbal component. So if you're a novice going, "I cast Wizzywig," and you throw a fucking spell into the woods, well, you need to point your wand, first dead giveaway. Say your spell, second giveaway, and 3, the big flash of light at your fucking wand.
Yeah.
Say it's like what's the fucking dragon book for the blue dragon? Fucking
E something starts with an E.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aragon.
Yes.
Like Aragon. Yeah. There's no motion. There's simply a verbal mechanic, and you cast a spell. Say it's like Lord of the Rings. All those fuckers have staves and shit they cast magic with. You know.
Yeah. Well, magic's more weird. It's like hope and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But say you're like Fullmetal Alchemist, where you have a rune set, and you kind of do a thing and it makes magic. That's a bit more effective than saying "I'll Wingardium Leviosa" as you fucking punch your wand like a fucking fag.
Okay. I've got the rundown. How about this? How about some elite fighting force modern? What ones do you want to use? Like a modern day SEAL Team 6. Let's go with that.
Sure, yeah. All right, Delta Force.
Okay, whichever. Are they going to be able to take on a wizard that's able to cast level 9th spells?
Bro, I cast Carl Gustav through your fucking dumbass wizard tower. Boom, you're dead. Fuck you.
But the problem is, it's like, can you even get at him, though? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm in my tower. I have C4. Or I'm a fucking drone strike. Or like, there's so many fucking issues with this fucking question. And it's like, well, I'm a powerful wizard. Can you stop this fucking scud?
That's okay.
Can you stop this? Can you stop a 120mm fucking smoothbore Sabo round going fucking Mach 3 at your goddamn face? Like,
so the thing is, okay, 9th level wizard, ability to astral project. Yeah, so they know you're coming. You know what I mean? They've also got scan and all that shit. They got foresight, gate to be able. Like, you're not gonna. You know what? Look, let's use the example. Was Osama bin Laden a 9th level wizard?
A 9th level druid hanging on the fucking ground. You know?
No, that's Saddam Hussein.
Oh, sorry. That's Saddam Hussein. Sorry, he's the sand druid. My apologies.
All right, okay.
I mean, it's just it's so hard to extrapolate because it's like. Because even then, like,
I would watch that movie.
9th level wizard.
I would totally watch that movie if anyone wants to recreate them getting Osama bin Laden, but make Osama bin Laden like a
lich.
Yeah. Please. If you're able to make movies, you got to make it happen. I would pay good money if you want to do it on Kickstarter. I'd pay £100 for that movie to be a thing. Okay, just putting it out there, guys. I would love it. I would really be up for it. Or no, can he be a wizard? And then at the end when you think they got him, you know, it'd be like Freddy versus Jason. You know, whenever Jason's like walking out of the border and like Freddy winks.
That winks.
Yeah, but can we do that? But like Osama bin Laden.
People hated that movie. I don't know why. It's a really good movie.
You know, look, it's a slasher movie. They're not meant to really be good, are they? You know what I mean? Like they're just
entertaining.
Yeah, like, you know, they're fun horror movies. That's about it. There's not much else to it, you know. Let's be serious. Has Jason ever been like a cinematic masterpiece? You know what I mean? Is it The Shining? You know what I mean? The Shining, like, you could definitely argue, is like a cinematic masterpiece of horror, whereas slasher movies are just not. You know what I mean? I know there's going to be someone in the comments saying, like, well, James, you actually fuck up. Because you know I'm right, okay? You know I'm right.
Actually, James.
Power word kill. So this is a problem. Essentially, it gives access to anyone the ability for power word kill, you know? But with more distance.
That requires a fucking sight line, right?
Yeah, it's only like 60-foot range.
And like, say you do have scrying, you have fucking 16 teams set up in a staggered attack. You pick one. All right, that one you go. Like, you can only scry so much shit.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Well, you know what? No, pull out the bullshit one. Pull out the bullshit one. But what if it was Batman? If Batman's got enough time to prepare, he could do anything. You know what I mean?
God, I hate geeks.
You know what? There was a good one.
Well, Superman can hear you talking about it because he's Superman. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I hate. Okay, this is a part of a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Power level.
Yeah, well, yeah, power levels are ridiculous at this point. I mean, who's the strongest being in all of fantasy?
Actually, you know what? To you, what is an appropriately done or a well done power level of a big bad? Like
Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan. I know. Yeah, I know.
Well, just in any series, in any movie or game or genre, what's been like that bad guy makes sense, and I can believe. Like, you don't have to suspend all reality to go, you know what, that would work.
No, I'm not going to do that one, actually. I'm not going to do that one at all, because it's too metaphysical. Like, and again, that doesn't really... I was going to say Saruman. I really like the idea of, like, his corrupting powers and stuff like that. Like,
well, still, he had an obviously, you take the ring away, he's fucked. That made sense to me.
But his abilities to corrupt but it's not a good example, because it's not direct, you know what I mean? It's like interpretive dance. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work as well. Let me think.
It's like interpretive dance.
Yeah, it fucking is. All right, okay. Main villains with superpowers. Okay, let's see. Thanos. Thanos. Oh my god.
Of course, Thanos. Okay. Here's the thing about Thanos.
Right.
He obviously can die via physical damage. Why didn't you just fucking shoot that dude?
Yeah, that makes a good point. Although I don't like
you had Hawkeye, had that fucker on a tower 1,000 feet away and lace a goddamn Lapua around to his fucking skull. Done.
See, that's
why I hate.
I don't understand.
They just ignore guns completely.
I don't understand how they work though. A lot of the time, like superhero stuff, because a lot of the time in superhero stuff, like bullets just seem to bounce off them.
Bro, they don't know how they work. Fucking, the people who write this shit don't think guns are fucking like Baby Killer 9000s.
Yeah, I just don't really understand it. I don't. Thanos, it does make sense to me. Doomsday. I mean, Hulk's ridiculous though. Hulk just depends on the set.
Think of fucking I don't know, fucking Palpatine. Like, he's this old dude. You just fucking shoot him.
Okay, what about Joker? Joker's an interesting one. Joker only
you just fucking shoot him.
Yeah, Joker only works because Batman doesn't kill. You know what I mean? Like, that's
just fucking shoot the fuck. Like this is why I get so like think about like Alien and Predator. They are fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
but they're still pulpy. Like, you just fucking shoot the bitch. Like, fuck.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point, actually, yeah. But honestly, yeah, Predator is probably a perfect example of that. Like, because, again, they're physical, they can be shot, they can be killed. Yeah, they're wearing, like, armor, and they have all this high-tech devices which makes them invisible, or, makes them better hunters, essentially.
But there's still obvious weaknesses. There's still, like, an obvious drawback where, hey, you just wait and you lay traps. I mean, it makes far more sense than just, like, fucking Superman. Like, oh yeah, you need this rare mineral, and I can just fucking deal with it.
What about, like, you know what? It's another good one, which I feel is like kind of ridiculous. Transformers. Surely, you can just shoot Transformers. Let's be serious.
Well, I believe they do. I believe they use 40 mics on Transformers a lot of the time.
Kill. I see. What?
Because they had like hunter kill teams in like one of the movies where they have that giant like British spec op bot.
Oh yeah, they have like a cannon. It's like it's like one of those like anti-tank weapons he's got.
Yeah. But they had like hunter kill teams chasing down Autobots, and like the guy would like do the coup de grace on them.
Okay, what about ridiculous anime stuff then? Or do I even... No, you know what? I'm not talking about anime.
The thing is, you wouldn't know, but I know tons of animes where the power level gets too overcomplicated and it ruins narrative. So I'm gonna touch on it because I know a lot of your fans, a lot of
whatever
commenters and fans, read and watch anime, and a lot of times, like your standard isekai, they fuck up magic, and they fuck it up so badly it makes the setting uninteresting. If you're too good at everything you do, it's no longer there's no contest. There's no rise. There's no conflict. It's
kind of
boring because I guess you'll always win.
You know what it is? It suffers from like Dragon Ball Z, where the power levels just get ridiculous, and so many of the characters that at one point you might have thought were cool are just kind of
literally power inflation. We're like, okay, you're just fucking. Okay, I get it now. You're so basically you marry Sue the setting. Like, hey, you're so cool. You always win. Gay. Don't care anymore. You're dumb. I'm out. You know, it's just.
I will admit, the only anime that I like, again, I was like, don't blame me, guys. I was 13. I was 13, 14. I watched Bleach, and I couldn't tell you what I got up to. I think I couldn't tell you. I can't remember. There was like guys with like bone masks or something, and it was like, I can't remember. It was years and years ago. But I also, it's one of those ones I think back on. It's like, why did I even keep watching that? I clearly wasn't enjoying it after like a certain point, you know what I mean? It was just fucking trash. Don't shout at me, guys. I was young and I was impressionable and I didn't know any better, okay? So leave me be. But yeah, anime's just got that fucking problem where everything just goes out the fucking window every couple of episodes, you know what I mean? Because they have to make the big bads so much more stronger and like, I'm gonna have to power up.
It's literal inflation. It's power inflation, and eventually you lose your buying power due to the inflation. Like, it's literally it's a direct comparison to fucking money.
Yeah.
Where suddenly all that money means fucking like, okay, I don't give a fuck anymore, dude. Like, there has to be
it's like a millionaire versus a billionaire. A billionaire is just so much more than a million. It's you know what I mean? A billion is it's just such a stupid amount. You know what I mean? It's at what point do numbers become meaningless? You know? Does that make any weird sense?
They become unentertaining.
Yeah.
They become unentertaining, and we're like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore, because DVD I used to watch all the time, and I was like, this is boring as fuck, because nothing ever happens. It's literally Namek. Like, nothing ever fucking happens.
At what point do they just blow up the planet that they're on?
I mean, I'm not surprised they didn't. I mean, everything has to have flair to it. I mean, it sounds dumb, but like your protagonist has to be.
Do you think it's like, you know what it is? It's because the whatever it is becomes a money printing machine, and they can't just turn it off. Like, could you imagine if they just stopped making Dragon Ball Z? You know what I mean? It's like, no, why would you? It makes so much fucking money. Like, you'd be mad to stop.
Tell a better, a newer, like, stop dragging that dead horse and, like, you know what, put him to rest and write a new story. It's not that fucking hard. I mean, DVD started from somewhere. Start another one.
You know, the weird thing is, like,
it's very frustrating.
Dragon Ball, the first one, like Dragon Ball, like the old one, like, it's very different from Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's a completely different show. You know, it's actually kind of interesting when you think about it.
It was actually not even close to being the modern Dragon Ball. Like, it's like it was a completely different kind of setting, because it was just called Dragon Ball, and it barely even relates to the current Dragon Ball at all. Really, I mean, basically it was fucking Kid Goku running around as fucking Cloud, just doing. I mean, this is made in the fucking 80s, 85, 86. I mean,
it was very
honestly,
it was very like what do you call that one? What do you call that Chinese story about the Monkey King?
Fucking Wu.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
Shit, hold on.
Like, you know what?
Chinese Wu King.
Yeah, Chinese Monkey King story.
Sorry, Wukong.
King story. You know,
Sun Wukong.
Yeah, you know what? I actually went to a puppet show, so I did, about that. I actually thought it was really cool at the time. I actually really enjoyed it. You know what? I used to go to a lot of puppet shows when I was a child. And I told Megan that, and she's like, "No wonder you're fucking autistic as fuck, or you enjoy puppet shows." Like, right? I like it.
Why is that puppet so hot? Making something inside me.
Like, you know what? Puppet shows are cool when you're a kid. All right, leave me alone.
Do you guys like tabletop RPGs? Do you like waifus and husband-fus in a colorful fantasy world? Do you fucking hate the ATF? Well, partner, do I have a tabletop RPG for you? Based off of a book series that holds back zero punches, the Veil Rider TTRPG is a game system based around the use of both blood magic, spells, swords and spears, as well as a healthy dose of machine gun fire and grenades. All activities in the game are based around an action point system, a set of points that you both use and spend and regain to do things in the world, allowing you a huge breadth of actions both in and out of combat. The basic field manual boasts 17 playable races, both foreign and familiar, including gnolls, elves, harpies, and spiderfolk. There are additionally 19 jobs with unlockable skill trees, ranging from a newly turned local man-at-arms to gunslingers who have luck on their side and might just be your huckleberry. Did we mention the war crimes? There are war crimes. There's a war crime chart. There's a war crime score. Yeah. Don't overuse the gas weapons and human shields or else local law may be a bit pissed. While the basic player manual or field manual is enough to play a game, there is also the combat controller manual that expands on nearly everything in the field manual, including nearly 100 new spells and potions, weapons, beckoners, drugs, and all manner of tools to use in the creation of the game. I also paid extra for hand-drawn art, so yeah, there's that too. If you want to be a dwarven machine gunner mowing down southern elves while blasting pumped-up kicks in your ears via cassette player, then the Veil Rider TTRPG is the game you have been waiting for. Ah, shit, the Yamato found the Willy P grenades. Hey! Put that down!
Anyway, like, where do you want to go with this? I don't even know where to go. Is there anything?
Well, it's just that, at some point...
It depends on the setting.
Well, no, not just that. It's just you have to manage your power level, because if you make something too powerful and it negates everything, then why the fuck should anyone care? Or, like, why should that BBEG even bother doing anything? Like, I have the power to destroy the world, then bitch, fucking do it. It's just like, where's the risk? Where's that sauce? Where's the lamb sauce? Like, it's just so boring.
It's fucking
it's fucking raw. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
Like, again, I'll drop a comparison. Like, I've had 5 mangas where it starts out so good. Like, oh, this is a great manga.
It's got potential.
I love izakais, and then it's like, okay, my power is overpowered. I can get like, God, shut the fuck up. And it gets so boring.
It's just keep going.
I need conflict. I need to. The protagonist has to suffer in some way. It has to have because how do you what's the end goal? Like, yeah. I can destroy the world and destroy the Demon King. Okay, then motherfucker, go do it. Because at this point, you're just dragging the goddamn story out.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is. It's just
bad storytelling.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can really put on it is just bad storytelling, and it's not exclusive to anime. Although I do like to laugh at anime quite a bit, but it's far from. Say
you do want to have your magicians, your magic casters, be able to somewhat defy gun physics. You have to really think it through. It's how I got around the healing thing. You get traumatized flesh. Yeah. You can't always reattach that goddamn ripped off leg.
Yeah,
and say you're a little babby, the future Gary Gygax is going to pummel me and James to the dirt with your fantastic new game. Just do me the favor and think through what your things do. Like, I want to have a shield charm that stops arrows. Cool. When that arrow or bullet or rock or whatever hits that fucking barrier, what's it do to the barrier? How's that barrier work? Really think it through, because if you don't, it's just boring.
Yeah, it runs into a lot of issues.
There's no drive. There's nothing interesting. There's no people love resolution, sure, but people desire to see conflict. So all the good stories always have conflict. Like, think about your favorite show or movie or book, James, where the protagonist had to suffer and trudge through these obstacles and then got to the end game, and it felt like he actually earned it in the story.
Yeah,
like for me, it's Mortal Engines is my biggest one. Like a fucking with Tom Natsworthy and fucking name who I just fucking forgot. Hold on,
Mortal Engines. Here we go.
Oh,
yes, I haven't seen this
Hester
movie.
Shaw.
Yeah,
no,
Peter
it's a book.
yeah.
Read the book. Read the book. That movie sucks. But like Hester Shaw and Tom Natsworthy are these fucking literal who nobodies. Like Hester Shaw has no goddamn nose in the book and it's ugly. But through these 4 books, they have a glow up, and you're able to walk with them as they traverse the fucking bird lanes and deal with the fucking cities. They go from this like these fucking 2 little pitiless teenagers to this nice little couple who always have their conflicts, and they feel more real.
Yeah.
They feel more like people. They have their flaws.
Yeah.
If your system or setting lacks flaws, then it's not a setting; it's a fantasy.
Yeah,
Like,
I can see that.
Build a setting, not a fantasy.
Right, you know what? Do you want to finish up on books that people should check out?
Sure.
Can we do that? Right. You know what? You know what one you need to watch, because I know you like the author anyway. Owen Colfer. You need to check out. Is it Satellite City? Is it called, or the Supernaturalists? Now, I'm raging because he only made one of these, so he did, but it's kind of like Owen Colfer's attempt at, like, cyberpunk almost. It was actually, I quite liked it. It was good. It had some interesting parts to it, but I don't really want to, like, spoil anything to you. I really like Owen Colfer. Honestly, you know what? I don't even feel bad. I fucking love kids' fantasy books, but again, that's kind of like one of the things that I spent a lot.
To be fair, fucking Armus Fowl was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty easy leads with it. Like
the good bitching, like that was bitching.
Oh yeah. I really enjoyed that.
Wow, I feel old. Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
What?
Dick.
Anyway, you know what? Another one that I need to go back to, and I really want to go back to, and I really want to read again, is his Dark Materials, because I want to see if they hold up. I loved his Dark Materials. They're probably my favorite book series whenever I was, I would say about maybe 13, 14-ish. I really enjoyed. I outstanding really enjoyed it, but again, I was very edgy, and the entire storyline of it is kind of edgy. The whole idea of like killing God and stuff like that is kind of you know, I'm kind of wary of it because I loved it at the time. If I go back and read it again, am I gonna be like, me, this is fucking gay? You know what I mean? Like,
this is lame.
Yeah, this is kind of fucking. This is so fucking. You guys get what I'm coming from. What other ones is there worth checking out? Like, you know,
so like I liked Mortal Engine books. I think they're really good books. Yeah. They're like my first like major overarching kids fantasy books.
You know what one people keep is it Wheel of Time?
Oh, Wheel of Time. Yeah, that's a good book series.
People keep telling me to fucking go for it. I couldn't be worse. It's too big.
It is a good book series, but again, the fucking shows just suck absolute cock and kill a lot of the books. You know? There's also Graceling. Graceling is a book where if you're born with a pair of different kind of eyes, you have a power.
Oh, yes.
Graceling was So Graceling was a really good book. You know, it shows, you know, and also the Mercy Thompson series. Basically, Mercy Thompson's a skinwalker. She's a little changeling. And it has like a modern fantasy kind of thing to it, you know. And so honestly, she has a lot of flaws, and she gets tricked a lot. It's actually a really grounded book.
And Darren Shan, I actually really enjoyed Darren Shan, but you guys are going to laugh at me because Darren Shan was kind of cringe. But again, Darren Shan, I kind of think of it as like Goosebumps, but like level up.
Yeah, the old Goosebumps series.
It's kind of in that. What one was it? The monster. What was the fucking Darren Shan author? Let me see. I can't remember. What was the one I got up to? I remember that one. Slaughter was good, so it was. I mean, what series? Because he had a vampire series and then he had like a monster series. I really enjoyed the monster. Hold on, Darren Shan, monster series.
You guys read this thing called the Game of Thrones series. It's really
cool. You know what? I was determined. I was so fucking determined. I kept holding on. I was like, no, I'm totally gonna watch. After I finish the TV show, I'm definitely gonna read Game of Thrones. It's definitely happening. It's so happening. And then whenever it ended, I was like, my God, I've wasted so much of my fucking life.
I ain't reading this fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I was so, and I know it's completely different. I know it's completely different, but nah.
This you have ruined me.
Yeah.
Back.
What was it?
But no, there's also Discworld. That's a big.
Oh yeah, Discworld. Everyone fucking But again, Terry Pratchett's one of those ones you can't fuck up with. You know what I mean? You know what? I feel like I need to spend. I don't have the time to read anymore. It feels like it's been a long time. And I went through a phase, like in my old job, I got tons and tons of audiobooks and I would listen to them going in and out of work. And because I don't drive anymore, really, like I don't drive half as much, the only person I would really listen to is like maybe Dan Corrigan, and even then he only puts out like a fucking podcast once a year, you know what I mean? So there's not really much catching up with him. But I want to read more books, you know what I mean, or at least listen to more books, more audiobooks. I just don't have the time.
I have bought so many books over the last month that I've read usually I try and go, okay, I have to get past the first 6 chapters because sometimes that book's a slow burn, and I guess you get in the middle, like, okay, it finally picks up. A lot of books, I'll get like 6 chapters in, I'll go, nope, now I'll fucking put it down.
Nah.
Like I'll go through and like, okay, well, what are today's top picks? You know, I'll go and read through them, and a lot of books is like, wow, this because they fall to the victim of they're front loading their book with all the cool shit to get published, but the rest of the book's absolute dog shit. Because most for most queries to a publisher, they want the first 3 chapters, so they'll front load all this cool shit the first 3 chapters, and the rest of the book's is a barren piece of shit. And I see it time and time and time and time and time again, where I'm like, okay, this first chapter's really good, and it just slowly peels out. I'm like, oh, the book is dying. You kind of read and watch a book die in front of you, because like the writer just is like,
I don't care.
Got published. Don't care anymore.
Yeah. Oh, mate, this is it. This is the one I'm on about. This is the book series. I think I only got to Beck, was it? Or Blood Beast was the one, or was it Demon Apocalypse? I think I got to Demon Apocalypse before I like stopped reading it. You know what I mean? The Damente is a 10-book series which takes the leaders into new realms and universes, all of them populated by threatened by demons. I think this is where I probably got my love of demons from, honestly. I need to go.
My love of demons. Son of a succubus.
You know what? You can get them all for fucking 18 quid. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm fucking getting them. I'm doing that again. I might pick them up because I think. And again, it's one of those ones.
Who the fuck ordered these?
Well, the thing is, I'm kind of at that point where, you know what I'm going to be getting for Ozzy? Have you seen these things? Necro molds. Now, this isn't a sponsor, by the way, guys. But if Necromolds wants to sponsor me, I'd be totally fucking down for this shit. Now. Have you seen these? So they're like fucking. It's like a war game, so it is, right? But you use Play-Doh and you make the wee molds, and then like you like crush them. So you do.
They fight.
Yeah, they fight, and then like you crush them with like the ring. Honestly, it looks really cool. You need to check it out, guys. That's all I gotta say. I don't know where else to go with this video. I can't believe we did.
Be sure to read Goblin Girl Maid Service 2.
I can't believe we didn't read the thread again. I can't believe.
I read the thread because you guys suck. That's why.
You know what? I need to go for these. It's been so long.
There's one time me and James really tried to read it. Like, well, these guys just fucking have the most shit opinions, and like we completely canned the video.
No, that was the problem. That was because we. It's been honestly, there has been some times where we've just came across threads and they've got like interesting premises, but like the comment section are just trash,
just absolute dog shit.
Yeah, and like, you know, look, I get that, but you know what?
I think Robert Gulliman is the best Primark. Why? I just think so. Like, okay, thanks, buddy.
You know what? I'm ordering these because I might actually get them to read them on holiday.
Shill, dirty shill.
Right enough. I'm feeling like, mate, I remember. Oh fuck! I really enjoyed these whenever they came out. Beck was really good. Beck I really enjoyed. So I did, but I can't really remember what it was about. But I just remember I really enjoyed it though at the time. But like, if you ask me what happens in the story, I could not tell you at all. It's been that long, you know. Anyway, I don't know what. Yeah, okay. James like vampire books when he was a teenager. Ha ha ha. Don't laugh at me, guys, okay?
Oh. Classic book, Blood and Chocolate. Everyone's first fucking werewolf book.
No, I never got that, actually.
No?
No.
Man, I remember that book got banned at our school because too many people were reading it. And like, what the fuck? The teachers were like, what the fuck is this book? Like, oh my god! And like, it's a sex book! And it got banned out of our fucking library.
Oh, no. I'm trying to think.
I remember that shit.
I can't remember. I don't remember ever any book getting banned.
They're turning our children the furries with this fucking dirty werewolf werewolf sex book.
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, question of the day: why is settings bad, and why do they not factor in guns? Because most settings just don't do modern settings, and most
settings can't handle their power level. They just can't.
Yeah, it's you're essentially giving anyone the ability to power word kill, but like more accurate and from more range, and like that's a 9th level spell, and the idea but again, Magick's got so much utility, and let's go for X-Men for instance. They never shit X-Men. Like how many times has someone in the X-Men actually been shot and killed? Actually, let me Google that. How many?
I mean, thing is not Wolverine.
He's got the best excuse in the fucking set. Let's be serious. How many times has an X-Man been killed with a firearm? Let's see. Why is it giving me Axeman of New Orleans? That's wait. Why is it giving me Axeman Murders of New Orleans? That
man, your Stitch history is well,
that didn't work out too well. Look, give me a look. I'm going to order these books in, so I am actually late enough, and I might read them while I'm away on holiday. I might order Beck in because I remember Beck's kind of like a prequel, if I remember, to the whole series. And if I give that a go and it's trash, then you know what? I won't bother with the rest. But I actually really liked it at the time. Come to think of it, at the time. Yeah, at the time I actually really liked it. Anyway, look, I don't know what else to go with you guys. I'm actually more distracted by anything. I'm like, oh man, I really need to give that book a go again. It's been so long. Okay, what books have you...
At last, my love has come along.
Barbara, what books have you read that you've maybe read as like a child or a young adult or like a teenager, and they just do not hold up in the slightest?
Oh my gosh.
What did you read and you're like, neat, that's
Lord of the Rings.
Oh no, that's hard. Don't get me wrong. Lord of the Rings is a difficult read. I feel like at times because there is certain sections where you don't need to go into that much autistic detail, but that's kind of like part of the charm.
Thanks,
and again, that's kind of it's part of Tolkien's style.
So my actual answer is actually fucking the Clive Cussler series.
Which one's that again?
So basically, like, it was so many of the fucking books, I can't name one of them. It's basically, it's like a Dark Pit, I believe is the fucking main character's name.
Oh, right.
And it's basically like Sahara or White Death, Black Wind. It's one of those things where it's, I don't know, it's like go back and reading it, like, wow, these are not great. Like, I don't know how these entertained me. Like, Dark Pit does awesome thing. I'm like, wow, it's so cool. You're so cool, Dark Pit. And I'm like, that's fucking cringe.
yeah, I've had that. So I'm trying to think, what's the best example for me? Let me think. What was one that I loved at the time? But now I'm thinking back on, it's like, that wasn't. Oof. You know what? No, the only. All right, okay. I've got one for you guys. What about like internet personalities? For me, someone that I watched that I really enjoyed, and I actually cringe thinking about how much I actually enjoyed him back then. You guys are gonna really judge me for this, but I actually quite enjoyed Movie Bob in like circa 2010. 2010. He was see when he was on The Escapist. He had some decent videos. So he did. It was actually kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong. He was a bit of a fucking SJW freak even back then. Like, you know, you could still kind of see it, but it wasn't. He isn't deranged the way he is today. But yeah, that's my internet personality that I cringe the most, that I actually enjoyed. Because if you see some of the stuff that guys get up to these days, it's like, oh my god, this guy is fucking unhinged. You know, who would you be?
Well, actually, how back we going exactly? Because I've seen a lot of the guys I follow turn absolute fucking troons online.
Okay, you know what? An easy one that I'm sure most people would fall into will probably be like Jim Sturgeon. That's like an easy one.
Man, I was trying to not say his name, but yeah, so Jim Sturgeon's one of them,
Yeah, Jim Sturgeon.
I'm a woman now. No, you're the ugly man in the dress now, bro. I'm sorry.
Another one would probably be... You know what? It's probably one of my favorite podcasts that I've ever watched was The Drunken Peasants, back again circa 2014-15, with like fucking The Amazing Atheist and whatnot. I'm so embarrassed. Guys.
The Amazing Atheist.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really the biggest fan of him. It was more the podcast that he had that I really enjoyed. I didn't really care much for him per se, but like the
pranks you.
Well, the host of characters that were on the podcast, that's someone that I'm like, oh my fucking god, that's not good, guys. I know someone's going to be in the comments like
that shit is not kosher.
No, there's going to be someone in the comments being like, Neckbeardia before Garbu got here. He would be you.
I miss you guys posting good content. Damn, bro, me too.
Yeah, same. But again, like it's one of those ones. Like I honestly do fucking YouTube for fun these days. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I would say I'm very much retired from YouTube. I just like if there's something.
Well,
fun
that YouTube's kind of shit right now.
Yeah, you can't really talk about much without being like, well, you're banned. You know what I mean? I've lost too many channels at this point. I'm honestly at the point where if I was to get banned, I don't know how much effort I would take into like coming back, you know what I mean? I don't know. It would be one of those ones that would kind of be up in the air. I would still do like RPG stuff though. I would definitely still like books and whatnot because I actually
you are right now.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. What would you say, Garbu? Then who's your take for someone that you used to actually really enjoy, but it's like what have you were the chosen one.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Go on.
Logan Paul, dude.
You watched Logan Paul? Fuck off.
I watched Logan Paul back in 2012.
Well, on like Vine? Was he on Vine?
He had him and his brother Paul had a joint channel, but like I thought they were funny.
Okay.
And I was like, oh fuck, they're actually retarded. And I started, like a year, I was like, oh, they're just stupid.
Yeah.
That or Smosh. Smosh did not age.
Well, Smosh, I think it was just like it was a product of its time period. I wouldn't judge it too harshly. It kind of all fell apart. But like the whole idea of like sketch channels just doesn't really exist anymore. You know, I think of it like it'd be kind of like
I miss it. See, one thing I miss is I miss Attack of the Show. That has turned into an absolute shit show now.
No, what's
Attack
that?
of the Show?
What was that one?
Attack of the Show. What was a G4 TV show where you had
oh fuck yes, yeah, I remember this. Yeah,
Kevin Pierre and Olivia Moon, and that was a good show. And that was like you got the fucking those dipshits that ruined it. Like they brought on some fucking screeching feminist who was like, "Stop sexualizing girl gamers," and she was being an absolute fuckhead. Like, we're not here to look good for you, like, yeah, because you're fucking ugly. Yeah. But it's just one of those things. Like, you know, it was an entertaining show, and I liked it a lot. And the current Attack of the Show had that fucking fat cunt. Who's that? That's the Silent Bob guy. What's his fucking name? Fucking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. What is his name? Yeah, he's turned. Yeah, he's turned fucking bizarre.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, he's turned. Yeah, completely.
Like just a fat dumb cunt who lacks any kind of fucking like. I liked Tusks when it came out, but like he's just a fucking prick.
No, you know what he is? He's the ultimate example of like. He's everything wrong with nerd culture.
What a sellout! Yeah, that's a sellout.
He's just the worst of what's happened in nerd culture personified. You know, and the worst thing is, like, you know, he was considered so cool back in the day. You know what I mean? Like he was like the nerd in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
So Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith were the goats.
Yeah, they really were though. Like
and while Jason Mewes is like I've actually met him in real life, he's a pretty cool guy. Fucking Kevin's an absolute fucking soy chud now. It's just fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I don't even want to think about that.
He took the soy pill.
Oh, he really has. You know what? No, I had a joke there, but I'm not going to use it. I was going to talk about the fucking Wachowski, ever quotation, sisters. Have you seen them?
I don't think I want to.
No, okay, so you know the way The Matrix was made by two brothers?
Yeah.
Shit. Hold on. Go. Hold on. I'm going to cut this. Yeah, that's them now, mate. you know the worst.
What?
Yeah, that's
a man, baby.
You know what? I want to do a video on Gumwood actually talking about this because there's a lot of so this guy here went to like some really weird like dominatrix, and apparently that's where
it's a man.
Well, apparently the red pill is actually that's what estrogen looked like in like the 90s. I am not making that up. So that's
an ugly bitch.
Yeah. Okay, look, you know what? Video's over because I can't show any of this stuff on screen. That's what me and Megan are actually going to do. I'm going to do the Wachowski brothers or sisters or whatever you want to call them these days, because I think there's a lot of like weird conspiracy stuff.
Wachowski misters.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird conspiracy stuff about them, and I think it's actually worth. Yeah, you know what? If you wanna know about that sort of stuff, check out the Gumload. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's coming up to an hour long, and it's been like an hour since we talked about guns and fantasy. Like, you know what? I like, these videos are more like hangouts at this point. They're more like weird podcasts of sorts.
Just come and hang out. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, but that's the way most of these videos tend to be. Like, I think that's what most people do, though. It's more like weird hangout sessions. I don't know. Anyway, look, hope you guys enjoyed this one.
You guys like talking with your friends? Kind of weird, bro.
Yeah. Well, I think that's also like, again, it's good and bad though, because like it depends on what you're doing. But I think it's kind of interesting. I think the discussions are interesting. There's stuff that I'm interested in. See, that's the idea that I have. Is like if we choose to pick stuff that we're actually interested in, then like I don't think we're that different from the people that are actually watching. Like, you know, so they're going to find the topics interesting as well. And I think we honestly, like, you know,
you guys want us to fake it or actually mean what we say? That's the biggest thing.
Well, the thing is, like, you know, yeah, okay, they like to slag you off, but for the most part, people do actually like you. They like to slag you off, but they do actually like you.
Don't worry, I hate me too.
Yeah, same. Anyway, like, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think down below, all that good shit, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe to the channel. You gotta leave that part in.
Yeah. Oh, give me a translucent silence 1 sec.
Trans silence, 34%.